Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a spooky, scary pumpkin statue. By the way, just in case you have any more building related needs, feel free to check not only the description below for all of my tutorial playlists, but if you check out the card system, I'll have some more targeted videos that I think that you guys will like. Moving on, if you want to make the actual pumpkin, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some yellow stained clay and some brown stained clay. Grab black stained clay, and finally guys, grab yourself some yellow wool. And I should point out that I read a lot of comments and not all of you guys like clay. If you don't want to use clay, use orange wool instead of clay, use brown wool instead of brown stained clay, and use black wool instead of black stained clay, if you like. Moving on, once you have each one of those materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your pumpkin with a row of 16 yellow stained clay in a row on the floor. That's 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just like that. And once you have your row of 16 orange clay or yellow clay, it's orange though. It's yellow stained clay, but it's orange. It's getting called orange from now on. I've renamed it. Once you have your row of orange stained clay, you then want to add an additional layer of orange directly on top of it. So just throw on another layer of orange, why don't you? Just like that. Then for the next row, going from left to right, do this sequence of blocks, guys. Do 3 orange clay, 1, 2, 3, whoops, 1, 2, 3. Then do 1 black stained clay, 2 orange, 1 brown, 4 orange, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 1 brown, then 4 orange. And that's how all of these rows are going to get built up, guys. We're just going to go from left to right, and we're going to build up the entire face. The rest of it's easy, but the face is a little bit difficult. So, for the next row, do 3 orange, 1, 2, 3, followed by 1 black, 1 brown, 1 orange, 2 brown, 1 orange, 3 brown, 1 orange, 2 brown, 1 orange. For the next row, do 2 orange, 1 black, then do, oh, I didn't mark this out, guys, but it's a long row. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do 12 brown. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then have that final block be yellow stained clay, or orange stained clay as it is now known. For the next row, do 2 orange, then 4 black, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1 brown, 2 black, 1 brown, 2 black, 1 brown, 1 black, 2 orange. For the next row, do 3 orange, followed by 1 black, 1 orange, 1 black, 2 orange, 1 black, 2 orange, 1 black, 1 orange, 1 black, 2 orange. For the next row, do an entire row of orange. Then for the next row, guys, do 4 orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 brown, then 4 orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 orange. Then for the next row, do 3 orange, 1, 2, 3, 1 black, 3 brown, 2 orange, 1 black, 4 brown, 2 orange. For the next row, do 3 orange, 1 black, 3 brown, 2 orange, 1 black, 3 brown, then do 3 orange. For the next row, guys, do 3 orange, 1 black, then 3 brown, 2 orange, 1 black, 2 brown, 1 black, 3 orange. For the next row, do 4 orange, then 1 black, 1 brown, 1 black, 2 orange, then 3 black, then 4 orange. Then for the next row, do 4 orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 black, 4 orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1 black, then do 5 orange, which will take you to the end of the row. And that is the difficult part taken care of, guys. What you now want to do to finish off the front of your pumpkin is just do 2 solid rows of orange stained clay. So that'll just be 1 and 2 directly on top of all of those rows that you've done. And you just want to end up with something that should look a little bit like this. Look at how spooky and scary that is. Now, once you've got that taken care of, guys, this is what you want to do next. So we do want to turn this 3D, but the first thing that we want to do is come behind the face, and you can see all of the blocks that we've used for the mouth and the eyes. Well, take those blocks and just do an additional layer of those blocks on the back of the face. So inside of the pumpkin's face, just add an additional layer of those blocks. And what we're going to do once we have actually placed all of these blocks is we're going to knock out the layer that's actually in line with the front of the head, and then it'll have that look as though that the eyes and the mouth have been carved. It just makes the pumpkin look a little bit more 3D and, in my opinion, a little bit spookier. Do you have to do this? No. Should you do this? I would, but we'll just judge it in a second. It's easy to reverse if you don't like it, but you can see we have added all of the materials behind, and what you then want to do, like I said, is you then just want to come, well, that was a mistake. You then just want to come up front and you want to knock out the first layer of materials that we placed, and you want to be very careful not to knock out the materials that we had behind. Is that actually the right block that I placed there? No, it was supposed to be a black stained clay. There we go. I didn't know because I knocked out both blocks by accident. Whoops, my bad. So you've got to be very careful not to knock out both of them, but if you do, if you remember what blocks you wiped out, then everything will be okay. So we're just knocking out all of these blocks, and I think that you guys will find that this looks a little bit better than just the regular flat-faced version, but we'll have to see. So what you'll end up with, guys, is something that should look exactly like this, and I like this a lot better than what we were just dealing with. Maybe you do as well. Once you've got that taken care of, guys, the rest of it is quite simple. So to make the pumpkin 3D, you now want to come round to the back of the pumpkin, take each one of the 4 corners of your pumpkin and extend them, coming back each by 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then you want to do the exact same thing to all of the other rows, and what we're then going to do, guys, is we're going to then connect them all together. We'll turn this thing into a nice big giant cube shape, and then we'll be happy. So I've already connected the right hand side together. We're doing the exact same thing to the left. I'm not counting it out, I'm just using the other rows that I've made instead of counting out 4 rows of 15, because I enjoy having a voice. I don't want to ruin it by counting out all of those rows. So we're just doing that right now. Connect these together, bloop. Then we'll do the exact same thing with this corner, and then we will be good, hopefully. So is that everything connected together? It is a nice big cube. Yes, it is. Perfect. So what we're now going to do, guys, is just connect everything together. And by connect everything together, I mean that we're going to fill it all in with our orange/yellow stained clay. I've made this speech, I'm going to say. I was going to say I've had a bit of a rant about this. I was trying to avoid the word rant. I've had a bit of a speech about this in a few videos. I really hate the fact that the clay, the colours of the clay, don't really coincide with the actual colours that they are. Like, some of them do, like the brown stained clay is brown, the black stained clay is black, but the yellow stained clay is quite clearly orange. It's orange. It really it should be called orange stained clay, or they should just come up with a completely different colour name for it instead. Like, this could be, I don't know, it could be pumpkin. It could be pumpkin clay. I'd pick something that coincides with the actual colour. Like, there's a couple of them, like the blue stained clay and the cyan stained clay. Cyan stained clay is grey. It's grey clay. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why don't they just call it that? I don't know why it upsets me so much. I know why it upsets me, because I can't remember the names of them. That's why it upsets me. It shouldn't affect me. It shouldn't. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but it does. I'm a little sad like that. So we're currently filling in the back, and I should mention as well, I do plan to fill in the the top of the pumpkin as well. It's very hot in here, guys, surprisingly. Somebody's turned up the thermostat. I have no idea what the current temperature is, but I'm going delirious. I probably need some water. Anyway, we're also going to be filling in not only the sides, but we're also going to be filling in the top of the pumpkin. And there is a little bit of a stalk thing at the top of the pumpkin. As you guys know, pumpkins, they have those greeny stalk things. In Minecraft they're yellow, but you know, whatever, we'll stick to yellow. We're going to fill it all in with orange stained clay anyway, and we'll then add the kind of like 3D stalk at the top. On the actual pumpkins it's not 3D, but I think it makes sense to, and looks a little bit better with like a 3D stalk. You guys don't have to, well, you don't have to have it 3D if you don't want to, but I would, just to differentiate it from all of the other kids at school. I mean, all of the other pumpkins. We're not talking about anything else, so we're just filling in this side of the pumpkin. We've just then got the top to do, and then everything will be fine, and I can turn that damn heating down, because I've got a sweat on. It's currently the end of October. I believe that it's like it's Friday, so October the 30th. I have a problem with dates, as most YouTubers do, but it shouldn't be warm. I don't know if you guys live in England. If you do, it's currently raining out there. It's been freezing. It shouldn't be Mediterranean here. It feels like I'm in Hawaii. Not good. And of course, typical British complaining about the weather and or the heat and or the atmosphere. What have I become? I've become an old person. That's what I've become. I've become my granddad. Some 80-year-old that just whines about everything. Whether it's hot or cold, whether it's raining or sunny. Oh god, don't let yourselves become this way, guys. Don't do it. But as you can see, we have now filled in each one of the sides of the pumpkin like this. We have essentially a big giant orangey cube. Perfect. Once you've got that taken care of, the next order of business is, like I said, we're going to do the stalk on top of this thing. So come all the way to the front of your pumpkin and come all the way up to the top. You're looking for the two center blocks of your pumpkin, which are easy to find as they are these two middle blocks between the eyes. So once you've located those, you're on the top of the pumpkin, you have these two middle blocks selected. You now want to count in by 5, guys. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of this 5th block, place a brown stained clay, and that can go on top of each one of the two middle blocks. What you can then do from the left hand side of here, do 2 up left diagonals, that'll be 1, 2, like that. From the right hand side here, an upright diagonal, go up by 1, then 2 up left diagonals, 1 and 1. Then take out your yellow wool and kind of just fill this shape in, but you don't want to completely fill the shape in. You want to have the two end diagonals not touched by yellow, but you guys can see how I've kind of filled that in there. It's like two joining cubes together. It kind of forms like an 8 or something, kind of if we look at it like this. But there you go, you guys get the idea. And that is the stalk on top of the pumpkin. If you want to, you can build that into the top of the pumpkin, but I prefer it to be a little bit 3D. Completely up to you. It doesn't make a massive amount of difference when you're like on the ground, you can't even really see it, but you'll know that it's there, and I know that it's there, and I think it looks kind of cool. It makes it look a little bit different. So, that's your pumpkin, guys. Why don't we take a look at this thing, and then we can, well, then we can say our goodbyes. There's nothing left after this. So, this is the pumpkin. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you've managed to make it. I'm sure that you guys realise I made the pumpkin because it's Halloween tomorrow. Really, the only reason. Plus you guys have been asking for it. Plus I like the pumpkin. I like the aesthetic of it. I like making the items in Minecraft. I'm a big fan of them. That's why I have a whole playlist devoted to them. Speaking of which, guys, if you guys like this, if you've managed to make it, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like, a favourite, share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, guys. I would just always vastly appreciate, as you guys know. Plus, if you want to check out the card system and the links below down in the description, not only can you make more things like this if you check out the Minecraft items tutorial playlist, which has loads of these things in it, literally loads of things, probably over 40 by now. You can also check out all of my other various videos, including the ones in the card system, which will be more Halloween-y orientated. Like, there'll be that skeletal Steve statue over there, there's a house over there, so on and so forth. There's a couple of things for you to enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like, leave a favourite, leave a share, all of those things, and leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to make next. I think I might also make the jack-o'-lantern, and I might upload it alongside this, just because. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like, favourite, share, and I'll see you in the next video.